Welcome to Vital Life Stories, where we explore the profound journeys of ordinary people transforming their lives through small, consistent actions. Meet Ethan, a young man with a heart full of vibrant dreams, but a will that crumbled under the slightest pressure. He spent hours staring at the ceiling, imagining a successful future, yet he lacked the drive to take the first step. His room was a chaotic reflection of his mind, filled with unfinished projects, discarded books, and lists of goals never achieved. Mornings were the hardest, as he hit the snooze button repeatedly, letting valuable time slip away while the world moved forward. One day, he would burst with motivation to join a gym, lifting weights with enthusiasm, convinced that this time was different. But 3 days later, sore muscles became his excuse to quit, and the expensive membership card gathered dust in a drawer. He drafted elaborate study schedules with color-coded timelines, promising himself he would master new skills to advance his stagnant career path. Yet, the moment a friend called or a game notification popped up, the books were closed, and discipline instantly vanished. Ethan felt trapped in a loop of failure, wondering why his bursts of intense energy never translated into any real achievement. His life changed when he met Mr. Howard, a retired naval officer who lived in the quiet house down the street. Despite having no boss or job, Howard woke up at 5 every morning, polished his shoes, and exercised without fail. Ethan watched this old man with curiosity, unable to understand why anyone would maintain such strict discipline without any external pressure. One afternoon, Ethan finally asked the officer how he kept going. Admitting his own inability to stick to anything for long, the old man smiled gently, looked Ethan in the eyes, and invited him to sit on the porch for a lesson. Howard explained that habits are like seeds planted in a garden. They determine whether you harvest sweet fruit or bitter weeds. He told Ethan that success is not a giant leap, but the sum of small, seemingly insignificant choices made every day. "You are building your future self right now," Howard said, urging Ethan to stop relying on fleeting motivation and build discipline. That night, Ethan looked in the mirror and realized he had been waiting for a magic moment that would never arrive. He decided to stop dreaming about the destination and start focusing entirely on the small, painful steps of the journey. The next morning, the alarm rang at dawn, and instead of snoozing, Ethan forced his heavy legs onto the cold pavement. His lungs burned, and his mind screamed to stop. But he remembered Howard's words about the seeds he was planting today. For 7 days straight, he ran. And slowly, the overwhelming pain turned into a quiet rhythm of strength and mental clarity. Once the physical habit was set, he added 1 hour of focused study every evening, turning off his phone completely. When friends called for parties, he politely declined, choosing the solitude of his desk over the temporary pleasure of a night out. Weeks turned into months, and the chaotic boy was replaced by a focused man who found joy in the daily grind. The civil service recruitment announcement was finally posted, a rigorous test that combined difficult physical endurance challenges with complex academic exams. On the day of the physical test, while others gasped for air, Ethan ran with the steady breathing of a veteran. In the exam hall, he looked at the questions and smiled, recognizing topics he had reviewed consistently for the past months. Around him, other candidates were panicking, trying to recall information they had frantically crammed into their heads just the night before. Ethan wrote his answers with calm precision, the result of hundreds of quiet hours spent studying when no one was watching. When the results were announced, his name was at the top of the list, a testament to his silent, steady transformation. He went back to Mr. Howard, not just to celebrate, but to thank the man who taught him the secret of life. The job was a great reward, but the true prize was the person Ethan had become during the process of discipline. Motivation might get you started on the path, but habit is the only thing that keeps you moving toward the finish. Start small today, repeat it tomorrow, and watch how your life transforms into something extraordinary through the power of consistency. Thank you for watching Vital Life Stories. Subscribe now to join our community and discover the power of your own potential.